Welcome back everyone to GameZone Birdroom.
GameZone Birdroom.
Hello.
GameZone Birdroom.
And of course, it's not the GameZone Birdroom without the birds, is it? Let's start this video off by shouting out to Danester. Thank you so much for letting me be part of your stream. Really enjoyed it. A little bit nervous at first, but I like to think I came out the shell a bit. Fantastic. You know, the stuff the stuff you're putting out with the lockdown series is really amazing work. Thanks for all the shout outs you've been giving to my channel. It is so much appreciated, and you know, I read all the comments of the live comments last night as well. Thank you for all the love everyone's given me. You know, I can't mention you all. You know, there's too many here, but like Grass 2E, Big Game Al, Sega Lad, he just released a new video today mentioning me and Danester's live stream, so watch Dane live stream. They are really good. He has a lot of knowledgeable people on there. It's fun, you know, it doesn't take itself serious or anything. It's just a good laugh. Yeah, that's the first part of my video this week. Just a big shout out to everyone who's been giving my channel a lot of love. So what have I got for you today, guys? Just a review, and it's one of my favourite fighting games for the Sega Saturn. It doesn't take itself as serious as the Virtua Fighter series, but it's a cracking game, and that is Last Bronx. Let's have a look.
Sega. Love doing that. Don't know why Sega only had that for the Sonic games. It should have been every single game. Anyway, that's my little moan over. Last Bronx, released in the arcades in '96 on Sega's Model Ball 2 arcade. And it was created by the legendary team AM3. It's a team who produced the legendary Sega Rally and Manx TT, so real pedigree, this team. I think the only team that probably bettered them was the legendary AM2 team that produced Virtua Fighter, Virtua Racing, Daytona. The list is endless, basically. The game was then ported over to the Sega Saturn and released in PAL regions in October of '97, so it was quite a late release game in the Saturn's life. Probably why a lot of people haven't heard of it, and it's quite a sort of underappreciated game. The game flopped massively in America, which is a real shame, because that probably led to the game not doing so well over here as well. On a side note though, it did do very well in Japan, so well that it was novelised and serialised into a comic and a radio show. Surprised they didn't do it as a manga, cartoon or a feature-length animated movie. One thing that did really shock me about this game in PAL regions was one of the characters, called Joe, was able to retain his nunchucks. Because when this was released in '97, nunchucks was a big no-no. I mean, Turtles had to be recut and his weapon, Michelangelo's weapon, changed to a grappling hook, and that was mainly due to the Bruce Lee films. And it wasn't until 2001 that the all the Bruce Lee films became uncut. So I don't know how Sega managed to get this past the British Board of Films. So fair play to them. Perhaps they just gave them a lot of money. One of the reasons why nunchucks was banned in this country was the fact that a lot of kids were hurting themselves and splitting their heads open. I managed to do that myself. I've got a scar where I misjudged me nunchuck and yeah, bashed my brains in. That's why I'm so dopey. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get back to the game. Last Bronx is set in an alternative reality where crime and gang warfare is running rampant in the city. So pretty basic storyline, but it doesn't need to be overcomplicated because it's a fighting game. You're bashing people's brains in this. That's all you need to know. You get a choice of 10 fighters. Each of these 10 fighters are their own bosses, and they're basically fighting each other to get control of the city. Each of the 10 fighters have their own unique weapon. So you've got nunchucks, sais, bow staff, big hammer, a kendo stick, nightsticks, and other different weapons in it, which gives the game good variety. Nice little bonus of the Sega Saturn version over the arcade is Sega packed this game with quite a lot of different features. So you've got the arcade mode, Saturn mode, survival mode, and they added like movies in it and other things as well, which adds extra replay value to the game, which can't be a bad thing, can it? Makes us play it longer. So graphically this game is stunning. Only little drawback I have with this game is polygons seem to disappear, as you just saw in his arm, and that was sort of a big deal when the game came out. But it doesn't take away from the gameplay or anything, but graphically this game is stunning. Like Virtua Fighter 2, it's in Sega Saturn's high-res mode. Game runs at 30 frames per second, unlike its arcade counterpart, which was running at 60. So half the frame rate, but still very silky smooth for a Saturn game. Tell you what, I'm doing quite well at this game at the moment. Oh, look at that, what a fast kick to snatch the victory. Take that. Game responds really well. It's less technical than Virtua Fighter 2. It's definitely a lot more arcadey, which is nice. You don't have to be an expert. You just pick it up and give the game a bash. I say the backgrounds are really superb as well. They're not 3D. They're on a 2D plane, but they do look so good. This stage really reminds me of Virtua Fighter 3 Sarah's stage, because that stage is set in a subway. Apparently, but you know, I don't know how true this is, but the engine they used for the 2D backgrounds were supposed to be the same they were using for Virtua Fighter 3 for the Saturn. Again, take that with a pinch of salt, really. I don't know how true that is. Either way, the backgrounds would have looked really nice on Virtua Fighter 3. I would have been very happy with the backgrounds. I mean, Saturn was never going to produce an arcade port of Sega's Model 3. Oh, my first loss. She's kicked my ass. I dare her. I'll tell my wife about her so she can punch her in the face. Anyway, I've chatted enough. You're probably sick of my voice, so let's play this out for a bit.
二度と俺の前に姿を見せるな、目障りだ。ラウンド1、ファイト。二度と俺の前に姿を見せるな、目障りだ。ラウンド2、ファイト。
Oh, I lost. Alright, what was the elbow for? That uncalled for? I was already dead. Used to love the way the old games used to say game over. You know, big writing over the top. Made you feel like a right loser. Let's try the Saturn mode. Don't really know the difference between this and the arcade mode. I enjoy the survival mode on here because it's like basically a sudden death, just the one fight and see how far you can go. Anyway, let's give the Saturn version a bash. My character's got the Screamer sticks from Filipino martial arts. Same as Danester used in The Game of Death. Classic movie. Yeah, his characters was using Kempo karate in it. And Bruce Lee's style was a style that has no style. Fight scene between the two of them in that movie is unreal. Especially when they both get their nunchucks out. Oh, it's fantastic. Check that movie out. Won't be disappointed. Well, you might be actually. It's not the best movie of the Bruce Lees, but it is good. The final three fight scenes are well worth checking out.
Round 1, fight!
He's not. Oh, he's only gone and beat me again, this big prick. How dare you? Not happy. Not happy at all. Right, I think we'll have a try of the survival version of the game now. Game over, yeah! Definitely. Right, who to have? Let's have this mush. One of these from Shepherd's Bush. Bush, 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 bush. Yeah, Big Only Fools and Horses fan. Absolutely fantastic series. Right, let's see how far I get in this. Come on, let's take him out. This character reminds me of Donatello with his bow staff. I should have picked him really. Got good reach, good range. They say the simplest weapons are the deadliest. Ah, what? See what I mean? That kicked my ass. Alright, show off. Well, I wasn't very good there, was I? I do feel sorry for you guys watching my video with my shit gameplay. Ah well, back to my boat race.
I have to apologise for that poor gameplay. Would have liked to got further in it, but it is what it is on crap, so you know. For my final thoughts on the game, still cracking. It's brilliant. Graphically, it's a great looking title for the Saturn. Plays brilliantly. It's a real pick up and play arcade. Don't have to be the most skillest person. It's just a cracking game. And what they did with the Saturn port from the arcade, they had a lot more features to it, so it sort of bulked it out a bit, which is great. Gives it a lot more replay value. Yeah, it's still just a brilliant game. If you want it for your Saturn collection, I really do recommend it. Highly recommend it. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Button bash that like, subscribe, and take it easy.
GameZone, Birdroom.